Ooh. Ooh, I like this. Hi there, welcome back to my channel dedicated to Eurovision Song Contest. In this video, I'm going to talk about French entry for Eurovision 2022 as well as React. As we all know, on March 5th, their national final Eurovision France C'est vous qui décidez has finished, and the winner is Alvan Ahez with the song Fulenn, which means sparkle. The authors of the song and producers are Alexis Morvan-Rossius, who is Alvan, and Marine Lavigne, which is one of the Ahez. If I got all of that right, finally we can start with reaction. Starting with reaction in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I notice the song is shorter than 3 minutes, but that's the beginning. Folky. Okay, so this is... Ooh. I love this stage concept. The fire looks tribal. Looks like the ritual is gonna be performed. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. So we have a dancer. It's a bit too much, but in a positive way. Like, a lot is happening here. I don't know where to start. Okay, the LED on the floor. They said ritual, fire, amazing. We have the stairs. We have the dancer. The song. Let's listen to the song for a moment. It's visually arresting. Okay, so this looked like flamenco dancing. Maybe it's not, but at least for me, it looked like that. I love the harmonies between the three of them and him. Oh, that's fast. Okay, it's building. We love this folk part. And drop. Oh. Okay, so this is like... reminds me of Tangueras from Spain, but it's of course different. But the idea is kind of similar. I really love the music here, and oh, this will be hard to analyze. Oh my god, where do I start with this one? France has delivered. This is... Ooh. Whoa. France, amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm still under the impression. Let's just get into the review because it will take me a while to sort my thoughts about this one. Song and lyrics. I would classify this song as electro-folk number. If Eurovision has taught me anything, it is that even the weirdest combinations of genres can work well together, and this song has proven that. As I said already, it kind of reminds me of Tangueras from Spain and Ukraine from last year. I think those three could go in the same basket at Eurovision at least. So those are like my first thoughts when I wanted to compare it to something, those two immediately came up. The whole track it has very specific rhythm, and I love that rhythm. And the beat is intense, it's dramatic from start to finish, and it sounds like a ritual is gonna take place, or it has that tribal qualities. There are also kind of repulsive in a way because you feel something bad is gonna happen. It has that uncanny tone to it. In the second verse, there are sudden but also very rhythmical pauses where the music stops. I noticed that during the drop, which is of course amazing, the string instrument is dominant, and I got like Asia in my head. Is it like Asian inspired? Is it that Asian instrument? I don't know what it is, but it sounds like that. So again, it's a mashup of different things because that would be like traditional part of it. Overall, really complex for someone who is not a musician to analyze this track. So congratulations, France. I'm not on that level, so I'll just keep to the lyrics. So I found the explanation. It says it's about the legend of a young woman who emancipates herself from social norms by dancing at night, bathed in the light from a bonfire. It is kinda like a ritual of hers, and it's an urban legend. So it's all very mysterious, it's all out there, happened in the past. It's a story that is being told from generation to generation. So it is also a celebration of a sort, and she is trying to elevate herself through that dance, through her expression, and distance herself from the social norms and society. So maybe that is like seeking your higher self as well. It's deep, but it's also very fairy tale like. And my favorite lyric is "The forest vibrates in contact with the dancing spark." I just have a visual of all that in my head, like dancing around the bonfire in a very specific way, and the whole forest just like being lit up with fire and some random lights and decorations and people performing their dance there. You could see that type of scenes in movies. I'm really into that visually. Yeah. Let's talk about their voices. Without a doubt, all of them are vocally competent. Let's first see his voice. I kind of have a feeling that his voice is a bit manipulated in a way that something in the production is done that his voice sounds a bit metallic. I don't think that's his natural color. Maybe it is, but it doesn't seem natural. Female vocals, for some part of the song, they're singing in traditional white voice, I think, that we had in Eurovision, and it's becoming very popular recently. Every year we have it from 2019 until now, and we will have it again. And they can really go high, like really high. Even though I usually don't like when someone repeats na 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 la 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 la, here it works because it's not just a filler that it usually is. It sounds like additional instrument because they are so well synchronized. It sounds like an addition to the drop in the background, just like another instrument, additional layer to all that, and it's so cool. I think their harmonies are really on point. It is a bit a lot to digest, to be honest. because they are switching and shifting from this type of singing and this style. Now let's sing all together, then he sings, and then we have the drop, and then they're singing one and then three together, and it's very dynamic. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm just noticing it is fast, it is a bit unpredictable as well, and it's wild. It's wild, but in a good way. Let's talk about this performance and their choreographies. Everyone here does a lot. We have a dancer. I think she fits great in the performance. She's very fast with her hands. Maybe she even represents this subject from the legend that the song is about. Alvan, he's playing the instruments, he's singing, he's dancing, he's jumping. All of them have that fierce look in their eyes, and they're very persuasive and kinda, I wouldn't say scary, not scary, but they have the attitude, and I love that. And for this song, I think that is important. I wouldn't change the choreography at all, maybe, because I would probably keep this package for Eurovision, because the dancer, okay, she's doing her own thing. The three girls, singers, they have their own small choreography, but still they're doing things. They're moving around, so it's not static, it's not boring. The drop is well done. Things are happening on stage. We have light show, we have them dancing. You observe every single detail on its own. It works. One more thing that I noticed is that they are really switching focus from one person to another. So they're doing a lot of close-ups, and even if they are moving like on stage, it's like, okay, we're in focus now, but now we're gonna move because that other person is more important in this moment. And that's what they do with the dancer, that's what they do with Alvan when he starts singing, and with the girls as well. They're all treated equally here, and they all contribute to this performance. It's really on point. I don't have objections. Maybe a bit easier with the lights in places. I like seeing this green as a choice for the lights. It's not common to see green lights, and that's probably representing the forest, I guess, maybe, or they just like the color. Maybe it doesn't have the meaning, but the fire, smoke, those green lights, it looks expensive, it looks professional, it looks daring, and yeah, really good. Let's see a bit further what they did with staging and styling. Styling here, I think maybe styling is the weakest part of this package, because they are wearing black and all of them have some kind of motif on their clothes in this goldish color, but it's not really anything spectacular. I don't know if this is tradition inspired, legend inspired, or just fashion inspired. But I would like to see something more edgy, give us some crazy styles. I don't want crazy colors because that doesn't fit, but something unconventional, something different, maybe some weird makeup, hats, something like that, something that stands out, and something that makes you look like kinda crazy, you know what I mean? Like not really set in your own mind. For the staging, I like the concept, I like the stairs, the fire in that goblet, whatever. Again, signifies this ritual, the bonfire. And you know what would be cool? If they could take Ukraine's staging from last year, that platform with trees. that would fit perfectly here, maybe at the top of the stairs, like a forest. They can do something similar, like maybe create this atmosphere of really being in the forest. I don't know if they can come up with real trees or something, probably they won't do that. But nevertheless, it's interesting to think about that. Maybe some lights, but light bulbs, pulsating here and there, LED screens. Okay, here they're kind of, they're not really in the focus because it's not really needed. There is so much going on that you don't need them. But they can use that as well if they need another visual aspect of this performance, but really just do something that is not dark, it's not black. They can add some symbols or something very artistic on them that would signify this ritual, but nothing more is needed, to be honest. Let's talk about French chances of success at Eurovision. I don't think that France will win or be second, just like last year, but it is in a serious competition for the top 10. I can see this finishing in the top 10. It is different, it absolutely stands out. There will be nothing similar to this one, and we have seen how important that is. I think many people will appreciate it because of its originality, because of their style and the performance that they're gonna give. France has stepped in some new era, and hopefully they're gonna continue that throughout the whole decade. In the end, let's see how the song was received by the community by checking the status of France in the Eurovision scoreboard app. And there you see, France is apparently right now in 9th position, so I can see them doing really well. As I said, I can see them finishing 6th or 7th or 8th in a very competitive year. If the year is gonna be very competitive, I think that will go into their advantage just because they're different. And just like last year, Ukraine stood out so much, Iceland stood out so much. Yet again, we had two ballads, but they were also in French, and this song is in French, and we know that French does really well at Eurovision. And what about you? How do you like French entry? Do you think they can score the top 10 or even higher? Let me know all of that in the comment section. Of course, I will reply as I always do. The next country on my list is Romania. Until that video, bye.